Investing in art is not for the faint of heart. Art takes many years, if not decades, to increase in value. The art market last year sold over $8 billion, so there's a lot of money to be made in the marketplace with a little bit of knowledge, and more than knowledge, a whole lot of patience. I'd like to show you today the way to maneuver the art market and to buy art at the best price and how to keep your art in good shape. First, you're going to buy art that you love. You're not going to buy art that matches your furniture or that matches the color of your wall. Buy art that you like. It's going to be hanging on your wall for a number of years, so make sure it's something that you can look at for a very long time. The next thing is, what kind of art is it you want to collect? A lot of people hear about originals, and originals are great, but you have to have deep pockets for originals. Myself, I collect what they call limited prints. I don't have to have deep pockets for limited prints, and I can buy them for relatively inexpensive prices. The way to do this is by finding artists that you like, emerging artists in particular. You go to your local galleries in a big city such as Los Angeles, Miami, New York, Seattle, Portland, and you'll find what they call group shows. Now, a group art show is where a gallery is presenting a number of artists at one time, and it's a collective show. So what happens is most of those artists haven't really showed anywhere before, so you're going to be able to purchase their art at a rock bottom price, and that helps most of us that don't have deep pockets. After the artists show in a group show, they go on and they start to have their own shows. When an artist starts having their own shows, you know that they're doing well, and you continue to invest in art, but the prices are going to escalate at that point. Another great place to find emerging artists is Facebook. Go on to an artist that you like, to their Facebook page, and see what artists they have liked. More than likely, it's going to be the same genre, and it's going to be art that you're going to be attracted to, like you are the artist whose Facebook page it is that you're looking at. The prints are going to be numbered. You're going to be looking for editions typically under 100. The smaller the edition, the more money you're going to make later on down the line. I mean, that's just common sense. If somebody releases 100 and another artist releases 5,000, I mean, which one do you think is going to make more money? You don't want artists that are saturating the market. You want artists that have very limited and small editions. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you get a certificate of authenticity with that piece of art. This is what they call in the art world provenance. And what provenance is a paper trail of the piece of art when it's originally sold, the number it's on, the artist's signature. It's a paper trail for artists, is what it is. And it makes your art worth a lot more money. Without it, most people won't even buy your art on a secondary market. The next thing you're going to do is go to eBay. Yeah, eBay. You're going to want to check eBay under the artist name that it is you're interested in, and you're going to look at sold listings. Not listings that are still having auctions going on, not listings that are completed, but sold. The sold listings are going to give you an idea of what the real marketplace demand is for that print. An art gallery can have a price sheet that says this piece of art is worth $4,500, but if you see on eBay that it's commanding $1,000, well, that's the real life price that you're going to get for that piece of art. So eBay is a good driver of what pieces of art are worth nowadays. The next thing you're going to do is once you've picked out your art, you're going to want to frame your art. That's going to protect it. When framing art, you're going to use museum quality paper, mats. And the difference is museum quality is exactly that. It's acid-free mats that will not destroy your art after being hung for a number of years. If the framer utilizes just regular paper, your art is going to dissipate, disintegrate, fall apart at some point. So ensure that they're using museum quality paper, acid-free. The next decision is going to be, do I frame it with glass or do I frame it with plexiglass? Now, if you live somewhere like Oregon or California, you're going to want to go with plexiglass because the chances of that piece falling off the wall are very great. So now that you have your piece of art framed and not under your bed in a folder, but hanging on your wall, you're going to want to ensure that it's not hanging in the sun. Even if the sun beats down on that piece of art for 1 hour a day, that piece of art is going to disintegrate, it's going to fade, and it's going to become worthless. So don't think, oh, well, maybe the sun's only going to be on this for an hour or two a day. Cannot have any sun. You can put tint on your windows to prevent that from happening as well. That's what I've done with some of my art prints. So basically, you want to buy art that's not a fad or art that's just popular at this point in time. I'll give you a great example. That would be Thomas Kinkade. Thomas Kinkade printed, painted numerous little cottages. And don't get me wrong, I love Thomas Kinkade prints. But as far as an investment, terrible investment, and I'll explain to you why. Thomas Kinkade hit the peak probably in the early 90s and was very popular. He decided to open his own galleries worldwide, and his editions started out with editions of approximately like 500. Now what's supposed to happen is once an artist sells out of a print, they're supposed to destroy the plates that those prints are printed from. Not Thomas Kinkade. Thomas Kinkade became very greedy, and he took those plates and initially sold those editions of 500, and then a few years down the line, he reopened those editions to editions of 20,000. Now, you probably don't need me to explain that that's not a good thing for an investment. Your marketplace is saturated. What do you think is going to be worth more? Something that has a number under 500 or something under 20,000? So as much as I love Thomas Kinkade, he destroyed his own marketplace. So Kinkade you collect because you love it, not because it's collectible, because I hate to tell you, it is not collectible. So it's possible to make a lot of money from art if you have patience and some of the knowledge that I've shared for you. And it's fun trying to find new emerging artists and discovering artists that nobody knows about yet. It's a lot of fun. I've done very well financially by investing in art, but again, you need that knowledge and you need to have a lot of patience. So good luck in collecting art, and hold on to it for a while. The longer you hold on to it, the more it's going to mature in value. Thank you.